2, 1, out to the side. We're starting with cherry pickers. Get your hands facing down, palms facing up. Doesn't really make too much of a difference. Basically, fingers all the way out, extend, and come back in. Squeeze as hard as you can. We're really gonna tighten up those forearms. Inner wrist curls. Keep your fingers clenched, those hands squeezed. You're curling up. You can already see my forearms are getting very tight. Blood rushing to them, see that vascularity. Forward wrist, reverse wrist curls. Coming up now, keep your fingers clenched. In front of you, bringing your hands up, palms facing down. Working every aspect of that wrist, forearm, whatever you want to call it. We are getting those forearms really 180-degree rotation. Keeping those fingers clenched, grip tight, really going a 180-degree rotation. You can see I'm already struggling, guys. My forearms are incredibly tight all the way over. You can see I'm literally shaking when I bring it over. Hands clenched. You have your arms straight out in front of you. Keep those elbows still no matter where they are placed. Last exercise. This is really gonna put a lot of emphasis on that brachioradialis.
First exercise, butt kicks. Squeeze your core. You want to already start regulating your breathing and getting into workout mode. Make sure you're touching your heel every time. Give it a nice down the intensity now with this next exercise, jumping jacks. This is going to allow us to get a good steady pace without gassing out. Go at your own pace. Squeeze your core, regulate your breathing. All right, and if you notice, all these exercises are using our legs, which are gonna help us burn the most amount of calories. The fourth exercise, we're gonna go for switching lunges. Now we're gonna get into a lunge position. For those of you that can't jump, go ahead and walk it out. Everyone else, explode. We're gonna go for switching lunges. For 45 seconds. Beginners walk it out, everyone else explode. To a push-up position and bring your knee to your elbow. Remember, go at your own pace. If you're feeling fatigued, go slow. If you're still good, pick up the pace, keep it moving. Regulate your breathing, squeeze your core. Let's get it. Make sure you're really twisting your torso, both sides, your hips, your knees, and your feet. Keep it moving. Shoulders, squeeze your core. Sides, hips, knees, and toes. Let's go. Keep your core tight, body out. Pace yourself. I really want a full extension. Every time you put your legs out, completely get your legs straight, squeeze your core. It's gonna give you way better results, get you a lot stronger. We just have 2 exercises left, so we're gonna keep going strong. The next exercise we're getting into is gonna be seated leg flutters. It's gonna look exactly the same, but we're gonna keep our legs out, and we're gonna alternate our leg flutters. Keep your core tight, legs straight, and breathe. Regulate your breathing. let's get down into a laying position. Take a second to catch your breath. I want you to bring your knees to your elbows with a full extension. Go at your own pace, but give this last one everything you got. Let's go for it.
Just like a bicep curl where you curl a dumbbell and the actual bending is happening at your elbow joint, the forearm wrist curl happens just at your wrist joint, totally immobilizing the actual forearm. This is going to target the long and short flexors in your forearm. The second exercise is the wrist squeeze. For this, you're going to ease it as many times as it takes to feel that burn and feel that pump in your forearm until you can't go anymore. And this is going to target both flexors, your brachioradialis, your extensor radialis, and also obviously your hand muscles. Third exercise is the forearm twist. To do this, you just take 2 dumbbells of moderate weight and then you simply stand with them with your arms shoulder width apart, and then have the weights next to your sides, and then rotate them back and forth, squeezing your forearms the whole way through. This is a great exercise because it's a bit of a different movement to these forearm muscles. Instead of just compressing them like you do with the curl, you're actually kind of like wringing out the muscles like a rag with the twisting motion. So it's a whole different feel. It's confusing muscles, and it's going to activate those muscle fibers a way they've never really been activated before. So 3 sets of curls, 10 to 20 repetitions with usually like 25 or 30 pound weights usually does the trick. And that brings us to shoulder width apart. And unlike a normal curl, you take the dumbbell with your thumb pointing upwards and curl it perpendicularly in front of your body. This is super effective because it not only hits your biceps, but majoritively it hits this brachioradialis, which ties down into your forearm, and the pump that you get from this is insane. And when you're doing it, you'll definitely see that.
So we're just gonna not talk about how a simple chair can increase your vertical jump. These are some of the best plyometrics you can do to increase your vertical jump, and you don't need equipment for them. Just find a sturdy chair or bench, do these 2 to 3 days a week, and you'll get bouncy.